Did you know that Australia is home to 22.7 million people? But it's also got around 200 million rabbits, like 10 times more rabbits than people. These rabbits have caused so much damage that the government has declared them a pest species. For Australia, rabbits are a huge problem, and they've tried every possible way to get rid of them, but failed. Meanwhile, China has imported over 4 million rabbits in the last 30 years, not to eat them, but to release them in the Kabuki Desert, to carry out a unique experiment. And the results left the whole world shocked and puzzled. Now, when a desert swallows up fertile green land and turns it into a desert, this process is called desertification. The biggest victim of this is the Kabuki Desert in China. There was a time when the Kabuki Desert was expanding by about 500,000 acres every year. That means every year this desert was swallowing up nearly 500,000 acres of fertile land. At that time, China put in all its effort. They tried to control desertification and bring down its rate. In the 1950s and 60s, a bunch of projects were launched. Sand control stations were set up. Trees were planted in the desert. But this sea of sand was just uncontrollable. Then one day, a local entrepreneur named Weng Wanbiao changed everything. Weng invested his own money in a crazy idea. He started planting dry bushes in square patterns across hundreds of acres of desert and planted willow trees, also called bed trees, between them. Willows are trees that can survive even without water. It could survive because its roots go down as deep as 300 feet into the desert to find water. This wood is used for making paper and furniture, but only if the tree can actually survive in the desert. In the Kubu Desert, strong winds blow the sand around, scattering it everywhere. This causes the moisture trapped inside to evaporate. To protect the willow plants from these strong winds, bushes were planted around them. At first, everyone laughed at Vine, saying, "Look at this crazy guy planting trees in the desert." But no one understood Vine's real intentions. I didn't know much about it. Everything went smoothly for the next 3 years. But then a new problem popped up. The willow trees needed special care. If they wanted to sell to the paper and furniture industries, they had to quickly cut the new branches so the main trunk would grow thicker. But doing this in the desert was really tough and expensive. And that's where the story takes a turn. This is the point where the rabbits come into the picture. Especially the Rex rabbits became part of this story. Rex rabbits are a special breed known for their fur. It's just like otter or mink fur, super soft, expensive, and used to make luxury clothes. But why were rabbits brought here in the first place? Because of one little habit of theirs, they ended up changing the entire ecosystem of the Kabuki Desert. Rex rabbits love munching on the new shoots that come out of the willow trees. As they kept eating those fresh, thin branches, the main trunk of the tree grew thicker and stronger. Those trunks were bought up by the paper industry at high prices. So basically, the rabbits ate, but also ended up providing raw material for the paper industry. On one hand, the environment and the economy both started winning. But that was just the beginning of the story. As you already know, the roots of the willow tree go 300 feet deep into the ground. These roots went into the sand and started improving its structural stability. The benefit was that during strong winds, the sand no longer blew away, and the moisture trapped inside didn't evaporate. Meanwhile, the rabbits began to show their real magic. The waste from Rex rabbits, their droppings, started being used as fertilizer. This was also a part of China's zero-waste system. It turned out to be a valuable product. This breed of Rex rabbits produces the most babies. One female can give birth to 50 kits in a year, so their reproduction rate is pretty high. As the number of rabbits increased, so did their manure, which made the soil more fertile. Before long, the sandy fields started turning into good farmland. Now, organic vegetables began to grow there too. Another important trait of the Rex rabbits played a key role in this miracle. They can digest grass, but they can't digest the grass seeds. Because of this, the seeds, along with their dung, would come out, and after some time, grass also started multiplying. So the rabbits didn't just take care of the willow trees, they also helped grow grass, and eventually their droppings started selling at high prices. This whole process became a self-sustaining cycle. The rabbits literally started turning the desert green. After the success of this experiment, Wang didn't stop there. He rented 100 bulldozers and began leveling the desert dunes. He filled up pits, leveled the land, and planted willows there too. They started planting trees. Meanwhile, they encouraged the local people to raise Rex rabbits. With help from the Chinese government, they brought in millions of Rex rabbits and distributed them among the locals. Every house basically turned into a small farm. This project went on for 10 years and completely transformed the area. There was a time when there was nothing here but sand. Now it's all green. The Kibuchi Desert covers a total area of 18,600 square kilometers. And according to a UN report, 33% of it, or about 6,250 square kilometers, has turned green. This is the result of over 30 years of hard work. Because of the changes, the Kibu Desert is now known as the ecological marvel instead of the Sea of Death. But it's not just the environment music that changed here. People's lives have changed too. The Chinese government invested 3 billion yuan here, which is about $400 million. And with that money, new villages were built and new jobs were created in the desert. Today, millions of acres of desert provide employment for people. Over 2,000 farms are running, and every year 3 million Rex rabbits are sold. On average, one farmer's annual income has reached up to 9,600. That means the people who used to flee the desert are now getting rich right here. According to one estimate, 10,000 lives have changed. When media reporters came here in 2017, they saw that the place had improved 10 times over compared to before. Trees, plants, grass, animals, and people, all were living in harmony. But one question must be on everyone's mind. If rabbits can turn the desert green again, then why are they considered dangerous in Australia? Actually, before 1859 in Australia, there weren't any rabbits originally. Then a British guy released just 24 rabbits here to boost their population, so the British could come back later to hunt them. After 70 years, their numbers exploded and got totally out of control. In Australia, rabbits live in their natural habitat, while in China, they're kept in controlled environments and only used as much as benefits everyone. That's why rabbits are a nuisance in Australia, but a blessing in China. But the story of the Kibuchi Desert doesn't end there. It all started right here. This is the world's largest solar power image, called the Yamuna Solar Power Plant. Spanning 6,000 acres, this plant is made up of around 5 million solar panels that, when seen from space, form the shape of a running horse. According to the Guinness World Records, it's the biggest solar panel image in the world. By 2022, this plant had generated 2.3 billion kilowatt hours of energy. Thanks to this, China saved 7,600 tons of coal and cut down carbon dioxide emissions by 1.8 million tons. But if you think this power plant only generates electricity, you're totally wrong. The plants help fight desertification. Since sunlight doesn't reach under the panels, evaporation is reduced, which allows grass to grow there. To keep the grass trimmed, they've placed Rex rabbits in the area. The rabbits eat the grass and, with their droppings, help spread new grass seeds. This not only reduces desertification, but also produces free energy. Plus, the rabbit's fur sells for a good price. Thanks to the panels, strong winds have slowed down by up to 50%, which means less sand displacement, and gradually new fertile soil is forming on its own. It's happening. Today, if you visit Kibuchi Desert, you'll find sheep, goats, ducks, and rabbits all living together. There's grass growing under the panels and flocks of willows around. Nobody could have imagined that the Sea of Death would one day be called the Sea of Life, and it all started with the smart use of a small rabbit. Nowadays, researchers worldwide are calling this model the eco-economic revolution. According to one report, 50% of the world's land is desert, and 40% is struggling with desertification. Today, even Europe and America are looking to learn from China's eco-economic revolution. Trying hard. The message from Kibuchi Desert is clear. If humans and nature work together, even a sea of death can be turned into a garden of life. Hope you all like and share this video. Thanks so much for your love and comments. See you in the next awesome video.